What the crap is that? It's like somebody got their bedazzler out and bedazzled the street sign. Huh?
Let's talk a minute about sign technology as Road Guy Rob hits the road for a night drive. As I switch freeways here and get on the 210 freeway outside of San Bernardino, you'll notice this sign here is lit up because it's kind of hard to read. Yet this sign here is very easy to read. That's because they use an old technology and a new technology. We'll talk about it here for a minute. The old technology is called, I don't know, paint.
It was the 1950s, and when the rest of the country was just beginning to consider building their freeways, California already had hundreds of miles and they needed to sign it. So the state used black signs with white font on it. In 1958, the Fed said the signs needed to be green, so they switched from black to green. But being black or green, these signs were hard to see at night, so lights were installed to illuminate them. But that added a lot of cost to the signs because now you had to maintain light bulbs and pay power bills. So this is a backlit sign off of Tippecanoe in San Bernardino. I'm shining my flashlight on it and you can't tell. This sign has to have light bulbs lighting it up or else you just can't read this sign at night.
So sign designers started to use something called a button copy. It's where you would press these little reflective buttons onto the paint and it would reflect off my headlights so I could see what it says. But typically California still illuminated these signs.
This is a look of signs you know, even if you don't know, you know. You know? The little dot look that dominated all the signs in this country for probably about 3 or 4 decades. The green doesn't reflect, so at night the signs look like they're black signs with white letters on them. New technologies are replacing these, but California is still hanging on to those button copies because they baked ceramic onto the metal to try to make the signs last for 40 years, and by golly, they're going to get 40 years out of them.
But new technologies come out that has made paint super reflective, like crazy reflective. When you go down the street at night and you notice how your headlights reflect off the stop sign, making the stop sign really easy to see. Well, that's spread to street signs and to now freeway, highway guidance signs. No illumination whatsoever. That's purely my headlights bouncing off that crazy reflective sign.
For fun, I took the itty-bitty little LED built on the camera and shined it at this retroreflective sign that was probably 50 feet away. That is powerful stuff. These may only last half as long as the old ceramic signs and the button copy signs, but to be able to turn off all the lights and have it be that bright, you can see why these signs are winning across the country.
So what are your thoughts? Do you have any retro-reflective signs in your neighborhood? I bet you do. But do you have any button copy signs in your neighborhood? Now that would be really cool. Leave your comments below if you do. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching.
Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm getting wet. No, stop it, I'm getting wet. No, stop it. Oh. This is what I get for walking around in the middle of the night trying to take pictures of signs. Oh.